Hey there, my dear child. I want to talk to you today about something really important. Something that can change the way you see your life and protect you in ways you might not even realize. The title of this message is "This Message Will Protect You from the Enemy's Plan." Sounds serious, right? Well, it is serious, but don't worry, I'm here with you. And I've got your back. Always. You see, there's a lot going on in this world that can feel confusing or even threatening. Sometimes it feels like everything is working against you, like there are invisible forces trying to trip you up, steal your joy, or make you doubt yourself. But here's the secret. I am your shield. I am your protector. And nothing can sneak past me that I don't see or stop at. Have you ever felt that sudden worry or fear that just pops up out of nowhere? Like a shadow creeping in when you least expect it. That's often the enemy trying to sneak in. But when you remember that I am watching over you, you can breathe easier. You're not alone, ever. And I want you to feel safe in that truth every single day now. I know sometimes it's hard to believe this protection is real. You might be thinking, God, where are you when things get tough? I get it, I really do. But here's the thing, protection doesn't always look like a superhero, swooping in at the last second. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's a small voice inside telling you to hold on a little longer, to step back, or to choose peace instead of panic. You might be wondering, how can I be sure I'm really protected? Great question. The answer is simple, but powerful: trust. Trust in me. Trust that I love you more than you can imagine. Trust that my plans for you are good, even when things look messy or confusing. Trust that I am always working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. And here's a little tip for you. When you feel those enemy plans trying to mess with your head, talk to me. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what scares you. I'm not just some distant voice. I'm your closest friend. I listen, I understand. I want to help carry your burdens. Do you want to try that right now? Just say a quick, "Hey God, I'm scared," or "Please help me." You don't have to be fancy. I love hearing from you, no matter how simple or messy your words are. And here's a cool thing. When you do that, that's like a little armor piece clicking into place, making you stronger against whatever comes your way. So as you watch this video, I want you to really soak in this truth. You are under my divine protection. Nothing can break through it unless you let it. And I know sometimes it feels like the enemy's plans are huge and powerful. But remember, I am way bigger and stronger. And I fight for you every single second. If you're feeling this message so far, maybe you could do something for me. Hit that like button on this video. It's a simple way to share this protection with others who might really need to hear it. Plus, it lets me know you're here and you're paying attention. I love that connection, don't you? Protection also means I'm guiding your step. Ever noticed how sometimes you avoid a situation that later turns out to be trouble? That's me steering you away from harm. Sometimes it's subtle, like a gut feeling or a sudden change of plan. Other times, it's bigger, like a door closing so another one can open. Trust those moments. They're my way of keeping you safe. And please remember, my protection isn't about making your life perfect or free from problems. Life will have challenges. Everyone faces them. But my protection means you have a safe place in the storm. You have peace when chaos surrounds you. You have hope when things look dark. Do you want to share something in the comments right now? Maybe a time when you felt protected even if you didn't realize it at the time? I'd love to hear your story. It encourages others and reminds you of my presence in your life. Don't be shy, just type it out. I'm reading every word. Sometimes, the enemy's plans come disguised as doubt, fear, or loneliness. They whisper lies like you're all alone or no one cares. But those lies have no power when you remember who you are, a beloved child of mine. You have a place in my heart that's forever safe and secure. Have you ever tried to remind yourself of that when you're feeling down? It's like shining a flashlight in a dark room. Suddenly, the scary shadows disappear. You can do that anytime by thinking of my love for you. It's a love that never quits, never fades, and never fails. This message, dear one, is your spiritual armor. Keep it close. Keep it in your heart. Whenever you feel the enemy's plans closing in, read these words again. Let them wrap around you like a warm blanket on a cold night. You are protected. You are cherished. You are never forgotten. And just so you know, I'm working on this message in part, so there's more coming. If you're finding comfort here, stick around. There's so much more I want to share with you about how my protection works in your everyday life. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video. That little click means a lot. You ready for what's next? Because I'm ready to keep walking with you through this, step by step, word by word, showing you how deeply you're loved and protected. Let's keep going together. All right, my dear one. Let's keep this conversation going because there's so much more I want you to understand about this protection. I'm wrapping around you every single day. You know, sometimes protection feels like a big, flashy thing. Like a magical force field or a giant guardian angel swooping down. But most of the time, it's quieter than that. It's in the little thing, the moments you might almost miss. It's in the gentle nudges, the soft whispers, and the peace that suddenly fills your heart when chaos tries to take over. Have you ever experienced a moment where you just knew something wasn't right? Even if you couldn't explain it, maybe. You had a feeling not to go somewhere, or you hesitated before saying yes to something. And later, you found out it was a good choice to hold back. That's me working quietly in your life, like a loving parent watching over their child, guiding you away from danger without making a big fuss. This kind of protection is subtle, but it's powerful. It's the invisible thread that keeps you tethered to safety. You might wonder why. I don't always make the path super clear or take away every challenge. That's a great question. You see, part of my love for you is letting you grow. Sometimes, growth comes through storms and struggle. And my protection means I'm standing beside you in those storms. Not always stopping the rain, but giving you the strength to dance in it. Imagine me holding your hand tightly, whispering, You've got this, and I'm right here with you. That's the kind of protection that builds courage and hope. And I want to tell you something else. Protection means I'm covering your mind and heart too. The enemy loves to throw doubts, fears, and lies into your thought, trying to make you believe you're not good enough, not loved enough, or that you're completely alone. But when you remember who you are to me, those lies lose their power. You are my child, created with purpose and wrapped in love. You are precious beyond word. Whenever those negative thoughts creep in, try this little practice. Pause, take a deep breath, and say to yourself, God loves me. I am safe. I am strong. It's like turning on a light in the darkness. Suddenly, the shadows retreat. I want you to know that your feelings matter. If you're scared, angry, or confused, bring those feelings to me. Don't hide them or pretend they don't exist. I want the real you, every messy, beautiful part of you. And when you let me in, you'll find that my protection includes a peace that doesn't always make sense, but settles deep in your soul like a soft blanket. This peace is your anchor. When everything around you is shaky, this peace keeps you steady. Now, here's a little secret about my protection. It often works through other people. Sometimes I send friends, family, or even strangers into your life to be my hands and feet. They might offer a kind word, a helping hand, or just listen when you need to talk. Don't be afraid to lean on those people. Let them be part of the shield around you. And if you're one of those people for someone else, thank you. You're a beautiful piece of my protection plan. Let me ask you something. Can you think of a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness or support? Maybe it was just when you needed it most. I'd love for you to share that moment in the comments below. Your story can be a light for others who might feel alone or scared. Remember, sharing your experiences is a way of spreading the protection and love I'm pouring out to you right now. Also, protection involves wisdom. When you take time to listen to me, to your heart, and to the gentle nudges around you, you're learning how to recognize my voice. Sometimes that means making choices that aren't the easiest or most popular, but are best for your well-being. Trust yourself to hear me. Trust that I'm teaching you how to walk safely through this life. And here's something really important. My protection isn't just about keeping bad things from happening. It's also about helping you grow into the person you were created to be. Think of it like a gardener protecting a delicate flower. Not just from harsh weather, but also pruning away what's not needed so the flower can bloom fully. I'm doing that in your life too. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable, but it's all part of my loving care. You might be thinking, God, what if I mess up? What if I make the wrong choice? Oh, my dear, listen closely. My protection covers your mistake. 2, I'm not keeping score or waiting for you to be perfect. I'm here to pick you up, dust you off, and help you get back on your feet. Every step you take, even the stumbly ones, are steps forward. And I'm walking right beside you. So, keep this message close, like a treasure in your heart. When fear or doubt come knocking, remember these words. When you feel alone, reach out. To me, when you're confused, ask for my guidance. And when you experience a moment of peace or kindness, recognize it as part of the protection I'm surrounding you with. I'm so proud of you for being open to this message, for letting me speak into your life. It's not always easy to trust in something you can't see, but your willingness means everything. And it reminds me that you're ready to take the next steps in this journey of faith and protection. Now, as we keep walking together, I want to invite you to keep noticing those small moments of protection in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's a quiet whisper of peace during a tough time, a feeling that you're not alone, or a kind word from someone that felt like it was meant just for you. Those are the signs I'm here, working in ways you might not always understand, but can always trust. And remember, my protection is not just about shielding you from harm. It's about empowering you to live boldly, to love freely, and to shine your light in the world. You are a beacon of hope and love, and I'm lighting the path before you. So, keep your heart open, keep talking to me, and keep trusting that I am with you, always. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts. Below, your words might be the very thing someone else needs to hear to feel safe and loved today. Let's pause here for a moment, just to breathe in this truth together, knowing that no matter what comes next, you are deeply protected and endlessly loved. Because that is the heart of my promise to you. I want you to feel it not just in words, but in the very air you breathe, in the rhythm of your heartbeat, in the warmth that radiates from your soul. Protection isn't just an invisible force. It's a living, breathing presence that surrounds you every moment, whether you notice it or not, like the breeze that gently brushes your skin or the sunlight that softly warms your face. My protection is there in the everyday, the ordinary and the extraordinary. Now, let me tell you about something really beautiful about this protection. It's personal. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. I know you deeply, your dreams, your fears, your unique story. I see the little things that make you who you are, and I'm tailoring my protection just for you. It's like having a best friend who knows exactly when to hold your hand, when to give you space, and when to cheer you on from the sideline. You're never just a face in the crowd to me. You are my beloved, and I delight in caring for you in ways that only I can. Sometimes, protection looks like patience. I know waiting can be hard. Waiting for answers, for healing, for change. But in those quiet waiting rooms of life, I'm working behind the scenes. I'm weaving together things you can't yet see, preparing your heart and mind for what's ahead. I'm teaching you to trust the timing of your life, even when it feels slow or uncertain. So when you feel restless or frustrated, come to me with those feelings. Let me hold your impatience and your question. I promise. You're not waiting alone. And here's a little encouragement for those times when the waves feel overwhelming. You might feel like you're drowning in worry, doubts, or pain. But my protection is like a lifeline thrown to you in the storm. Reach for it. Grab hold of my hand. You don't have to struggle through those moments alone. I am carrying you, even when you don't realize it. And when you feel like you can't go on, that's exactly when I am closest. Whispering, keep going, my child. I am with you. Let's talk about fear for a moment, because I know it visits you sometime. Fear can feel so big and scary, but it doesn't have to control you. Remember, fear is just a feeling, not a fact. When fear knocks on your door, invite me in. Tell me about it. Say, God, I'm scared right now. And then listen for my calm voice in your heart saying, I've got you. My protection is the courage that rises up inside you, the steady hand that guides you through the unknown. You are braver than you think because I am with you. I also want to remind you that protection isn't about perfection or never falling. It's about grace. When life trips you up, and it will, that's okay. I'm not keeping score or holding grudges. I'm here to heal your wound, to restore your hope, and to remind you that your worth isn't tied to your mistake. In fact, my love is strongest when you feel weakest. So whenever you stumble, lean into me. Let my protection be the soft place you land. You might be wondering what role faith plays in all of this. Faith is like the bridge between you and me. It's the choice to believe in what you can't see yet. The decision to trust that I'm working even when the path looks unclear. Faith doesn't mean you won't have questions or doubts. It means you're willing to keep moving forward anyway. And every step of faith you take strengthens the shield of protection around your heart and mind. Now, here's something I want you to try. Take a moment each day to quiet your mind and listen. It could be in the morning as you wake, or in the evening before you sleep, or even a few minutes during the day when things get busy. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine my presence wrapping around you like a warm blanket. Ask me to show you signs of my protection in your life. You might be surprised at what you notice. Small miracles, moments of peace, unexpected kindness, or even new strength you didn't know you had. And because I love when you share, I'd love to hear from you. What's one way you've felt protected or cared for recently? It could be big or small, a feeling or a moment. Share it in the comments below so we can celebrate these beautiful glimpses of love together. Your story might be just the light someone else needs to hold on to today. Remember, my protection is a dance, a give and take between you and me. When you open your heart, I fill it with peace. When you reach out, I catch you. When you trust me, I guide you. And when you need rest, I am your sanctuary. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep coming back to me again and again. Like a child running into the arms of a parent who never lets go. So, as you go about your day, keep your eyes and heart open for those quiet moments of protection. They might be soft and subtle, but they're there, weaving a safety net beneath your feet. And when you feel yourself growing stronger, more confident, and more at peace, know that's me, the God who loves you endlessly, working in and through you. I want you to know, too, that protection includes hope. Hope is a powerful seed planted deep in your soul. No matter what storms come your way, hope keeps you looking toward the light, believing that better days are ahead. When you feel like giving up, let hope be your anchor. Remember that I am the source of that hope, and I am always ready to breathe new life into your dreams. And speaking of dreams, don't be afraid to dream big. Your dreams are not too wild or too impossible for me. In fact, I delight in helping you grow into those dreams, shaping your path and protecting you as you reach for them. Sometimes the journey might be slow or filled with detours, but every step is part of my plan for your good. I'm also here to remind you that protection includes rest. It's okay to take breaks, to pause, to breathe, to simply be. In a world that often pushes you to keep going, I invite you to stop and rest in my presence. That rest is a gift, a way I recharge your spirit and strengthen your heart. When you feel weary, come to me. Let me hold you in stillness. And here's something else. Protection means freedom. Freedom from the chains of fear, doubt, and worry. Freedom to be your true self, to love without hesitation, and to live boldly in the light of my love. I want you to walk in that freedom every day, knowing that nothing can separate you from my care. I hope you're starting to see just how rich and full my protection is. It's not just about keeping harm away. It's about surrounding you with love, hope, courage, peace, and joy. It's about being your constant companion, your safe place, and your biggest cheerleader. So, keep this conversation going in your heart. Keep looking for those signs of protection in your life. And know that I am always here, close, personal, and ready to wrap my arms around you whenever you need. Let's pause here for a moment, breathing in this love and protection together, feeling the steady presence of my care holding you gently but firmly, ready to guide you through whatever comes next. And as you breathe in, let that love fill every corner of your being, the places that feel tired, the spaces that feel unsure, even the parts you sometimes try to hide. Because my protection doesn't shy away from your fears or your flaws. It embraces them with tenderness. It's in those vulnerable places that my love shines the brightest, reminding you that you are never too broken or too small to be held by me. You know. Sometimes life feels like a puzzle with missing pieces. You might wonder if those pieces will ever come together or if you'll ever see the full picture. I want you to remember this. Even when the puzzle looks incomplete, I'm holding every piece. I see how they fit, the patterns you can't yet understand, and a beautiful picture emerging in ways you can't yet imagine. So when confusion clouds your mind, come to me. Let me be the calm in the chaos, the light in the shadow. Trust that the missing pieces will find their place in perfect time. I also want to remind you about community. Protection isn't meant to be a solitary journey. I place people in your life, friends, family, even strangers, who can be vessels of my care and protection. Sometimes, opening your heart to others can be an act of courage and faith. Let them in, share your burden, and allow their love to be a part of the safety net I'm weaving around you. You were made for connection, and in those connections, my protection often takes on a human touch. And speaking of connection, don't forget the power of prayer. Not just the formal kind, but the everyday chats we have. Tell me about your day, your worries, your joys, even your silences. Prayer is less about perfect words and more about honest hearts. When you speak to me, you invite my presence deeper into your life. And that presence is a shield that no trouble can break through. If you ever feel stuck in your prayers, try simply saying, "I'm here, God," and listen. Sometimes, just being still with me is enough to feel protected now. I want to share a gentle truth. My protection sometimes looks like letting go. I know that might sound strange because you might think protection means holding tight or never facing hardship, but sometimes protection means releasing what weighs you down. Old hurts, fears, grudges, or expectations that no longer serve you. Letting go opens space for healing and freedom. It's a brave step, and I'm right there with you, ready to catch you as you trust me enough to release those burdens. And when you feel tempted to try to control everything, remember this: my protection doesn't depend on your strength or your plan. It's a gift freely given, a promise that stands firm even when life feels uncertain. You can rest in that truth. You don't have to carry the weight alone or fix everything by yourself. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is surrender. To lay down your worries and say, "God, I trust you with this." That surrender is a doorway to peace. I want to invite you now to reflect on this. Where in your life do you feel the need to hold on too tightly? Is there a place where you could invite me to take the lead? Maybe it's a relationship, a decision, or a part of your past that still haunts you. Whatever it is, bring it to me in your heart today. You don't have to have all the answers or know the way forward. Just bring it gently and let me show you how my protection works through trust and surrender. And because I love hearing from you, I'd really like to know, what's one area in your life where you want to experience my protection more deeply? Maybe it's in your emotions, your health, your relationship, or your hopes for the future. Share that with me in the comments below. And know that as you do, you're opening a space for my love to move even more powerfully in your life. Your openness is a beautiful act of faith, and it encourages others who might be feeling the same. Remember, my child, protection isn't just a one-time event, but a daily invitation. It's a choice to turn toward me each morning, to lean on me when you're weary, and to rest in the assurance that I am with you every step of the way. You don't have to earn it or prove yourself worthy. It's a gift, wrapped in grace and waiting for you whenever you reach out. Now, as you continue through your day, keep this in your heart: my protection is patient. It waits with you, walks with you, and sometimes even carries you when the path is too steep. It is steady like the mountains and gentle like the rain, and in every moment it whispers a promise. You are never alone, you are deeply loved, and you are held safe in my arms. So, take that promise with you now, and when you feel ready, we'll explore together how this protection shapes your identity and your purpose in the world. Because, you see, my beloved, protection is more than just a shield around you. It's a foundation beneath you, the root of who you are and the soil from which your true self can grow. When you understand that you are protected, not because of anything you've done, but simply because you are mine, your identity begins to shift. No longer defined by your mistakes, your fears, or the world's label. You start to see yourself through my eyes as deeply cherished, wonderfully made, and infinitely capable of love and kindness. This kind of protection shapes your purpose, too. When you know you're safe and secure in my love, you can step out into the world with courage. You don't have to hide behind walls or pretend to be someone you're not. Protection frees you from the need to prove yourself constantly, to earn approval or acceptance. You can live more authentically, letting your light shine without fear of rejection or failure. And as you do, you become a beacon for others, showing them what safety looks like, what love feels like, and what hope sounds like. I want you to imagine for a moment what it would be like to live fully in that truth every day. Imagine waking up each morning and feeling my protection wrapped around you like a warm blanket. Imagine moving through your day knowing that no matter what happens, you are held, guided, and cared for. Imagine facing challenges not with dread or exhaustion, but with a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are never alone. That's not just a dream, my child. That's the life I'm inviting you into. But I understand it can be hard too. Believe sometime, especially when the world seems loud with doubt and fear. You might still wrestle with questions like, am I really enough? Or can I truly be safe? Those are natural thoughts, and I meet you in them with compassion. It's okay to bring those questions to me honestly. In fact, that honesty is a kind of prayer itself, a reaching out for truth, for comfort, for clarity. And when you do, I respond not with judgment, but with an open heart that wants nothing more than to reassure you. So here's a gentle invitation. Take a moment right now to ask yourself, where do I still struggle to believe I'm protected? What parts of my identity feel fragile or uncertain? Maybe it's in your work, your family, your health, or your dream. Whatever it is, bring it here, into this space, into your heart, and into our conversation. You can share it in the comments below if you feel called to do so. I want you to know that your vulnerability is a sacred strength, a bridge between you and me, and it can inspire others who are walking similar paths. When you open up like this, you allow my protection to deepen and expand. It's like watering a seed that's been planted in your soul, helping it to grow into a strong, vibrant tree. That tree can weather storms, provide shelter, and bear fruit that nourishes others. And just as I nurture you, I also call you to be a protector in your own way, to extend kindness, to listen deeply, to stand up for those who feel vulnerable. Protection flows through you and around you, creating ripples of love that reach far beyond what you can see. Here's another thought I want to share. Protection doesn't mean avoiding risk or pain altogether. Sometimes, protection means stepping into the unknown with me by your side. It means trusting me enough to take a leap, to say yes to new opportunities, or to forgive when it feels impossible. It means believing that even if things don't go as planned, I am still working all things for your good. That kind of protection is active. It moves with you, encourages you, and empowers you to live boldly and fully. I know this can feel scary. The idea of stepping out without guarantees can make your heart race and your mind swirl. That's why I'm reminding you, you don't have to do it alone. You have me, always. And you have a community of people who can walk with you. Reach out when you need support. Let others be the hands and feet of my protection in your life. Together, you can face challenges that feel too big for one person to handle. And remember, my child, that protection is also about rest. In a world that often values busyness and achievement, resting in my presence can feel like a radical act. Yet it's one of the most powerful ways to experience my care. When you pause, breathe, and simply be with me, you allow my peace to wash over your soul. You recharge your spirit and remind yourself that you are more than your productivity or your struggle. You are my beloved, worthy of love and rest. So today, I encourage you to find moments of rest. It might be a few deep breaths in the middle of a hectic day, a quiet walk outside, or a simple prayer where you tell me you need a break. Whatever that looks like for you, know that it's a vital part of living in my protection. It's in those quiet spaces that your heart can hear my voice most clearly and that you can feel the strength to keep moving forward. I'm curious, what's one way you like to find rest or peace when life feels overwhelming? Share it with me below. Your ways of finding calm might be just the encouragement someone else needs to hear today. As you carry these thoughts with you, remember that protection shapes not just what you do, but who you are becoming. It's a journey of growing into the fullness of the person I created you to be. A person marked by love, courage, and grace. And as you walk this path, I promise to be right there beside you, guiding your steps, holding your hand, and surrounding you with a protection that never fails. So take a deep breath with me now, and feel that steady, unshakable presence anchoring you. Let it remind you that no matter where life takes you, you are safe, you are loved, and you are never alone. And when you're ready, we'll continue this journey together, exploring how this protection shapes the way you see yourself and the beautiful purpose you're called to fulfill. Because, my dear one, the way you see yourself is the soil from which all your hopes and dreams grow. When protection is your foundation, your view of yourself shifts from one of doubt or limitation to one of possibility and worthiness. You begin to recognize that the story you tell about yourself, the one that sometimes whispers you're not enough or that you must strive harder, is not the whole truth. It's a story shaped by past pain or the world's harsh judgments. But it's not the story I have written for you. I see you as whole, as deeply loved, and as having a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. This new way of seeing yourself is like opening a window in a room that's been closed off for too long. Suddenly, fresh air and sunlight come in, and you can breathe more freely. You start to notice the gifts I've given you, your kindness, your creativity, your courage. And you begin to appreciate the unique way you reflect my love in the world. That's an incredible thing, my child. You are a living, breathing expression of my heart. And when you embrace that truth, it changes not only how you feel about yourself, but also how you interact with others. Think about how often you've held back because you were afraid of being judged or rejected. Maybe you've hidden parts of yourself thinking they weren't good enough or that they wouldn't be accepted. But when you live in the assurance of my protection, you find the freedom to be authentic. You don't have to wear masks or pretend to be someone you're not. You can show up as your true self with all your imperfections and all your beauty. And that authenticity becomes a gift to others because it invites them to do the same. I want you to picture a moment when you felt truly seen and accepted. When someone looked at you with kindness and without condition. Hold on to that feeling for a moment. That's a glimpse of how I see you every single day. Nothing you do can change my love for you. It's not based on your achievements or your failure. It's a love that is steadfast, unchanging, and completely focused on your well-being. Now, as you begin to see yourself through my eyes, you might notice some old stories or insecurities trying to rise up and challenge this new perspective. That's okay. It's part of the process. Remember, my child, that these old beliefs are like shadow. They can only appear where there is light. By bringing them into my presence, by talking to me honestly about your fears and doubts, you diminish their power. I am here to help you. Rewrite those stories with truth, compassion, and hope. Let's talk about the power of words, both the ones you speak to yourself and the ones you hear from others. Words carry energy, and they can either build you up or tear you down. When you live in my protection, you start to choose words that affirm your worth and your potential. You might say, I am enough, I am loved, I am capable. Even when it feels hard to believe, these words become seeds planted in your heart, growing into confidence and peace. And when others speak words of doubt or criticism, you can hold on to my truth instead. You don't have to absorb every negative thing said about you. Instead, you can remind yourself that you are seen and valued by the one who matters most. This doesn't mean ignoring all feedback or refusing to grow, but rather filtering what you take in through the lens of my unwavering love. I want to invite you now to share something in the comments. Maybe a word or phrase that has helped you feel more confident or loved. Or perhaps one you're learning to embrace. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. A little spark of hope or encouragement. As you nurture this new way of seeing yourself, you'll notice it affects how you approach your purpose. Without the heavy weight of fear or shame, you can step into what I've called you to do with more joy and freedom. Purpose isn't just about big achievements or grand plans. It's about living each day with intention and love. Using the gifts I've given you to make a difference in the lives of those around you. Sometimes that purpose looks like small acts of kindness. A smile to a stranger. A listening ear to a friend. A moment of patience with yourself. Other times, it might be a bold step forward in a dream you've held close to your heart. Whatever it looks like, when you're rooted in my protection and love, you can trust that your efforts are meaningful and that I am working through you in ways you may not even see yet. I understand that purpose can sometimes feel overwhelming or confusing. You might wonder if you're on the right path or question your abilities. Those feelings are part of the journey, and I'm here to walk with you through them. When you feel uncertain, come back to the foundation of my protection. Let it remind you that you don't have to have all the answers right now. I'm guiding you step by step, even when the way seems unclear. Imagine a gardener tending to a delicate plant. Sometimes pruning, sometimes watering, sometimes simply watching and waiting. That's how I care for you. I'm patient and gentle, always nurturing your growth, even when it feels slow or difficult. Your journey is unique, and I delight in every part of it. As you continue to grow in this understanding, you'll find that protection becomes less about avoiding pain and more about resilience, the strength to rise after falling, to keep moving forward even when the path is rocky. This resilience is a beautiful fruit of my love working in your life. Remember, my beloved, that protection is a living, breathing presence in your life. It's not static or distant. It's close, personal, and active. It surrounds you, flows through you, and invites you to live with courage and hope. So whenever you feel lost or afraid, pause and feel my presence holding you tight. Let that be your anchor dot. And as you rest in this truth, allow yourself to dream again. Dream of the life you want to live, the person you want to become, and the ways you want to love and serve others. Those dreams are not random. They are whispered of the purpose I placed in your heart from the very beginning. I'm excited to explore with you how this protection shapes your relationship, your daily choices, and the legacy you're creating. But before we move forward, take a moment to reflect. How does knowing you are protected change the way you see yourself right now? What new possibilities does that open up for you? Hold on to those thoughts, and when you're ready, we'll keep walking this path together, uncovering the beautiful ways my protection leads you into a life filled with meaning and grace. I'm so glad you're still here, taking this journey with me. Let's keep going, because there's so much love I want to pour into your heart about how my protection shapes every corner of your life, especially your relationship. When you understand that you are deeply protected, it changes how you connect with others in ways that bring peace and freedom. See, my child, when you feel truly safe in my love, you don't have to carry the heavy burden of fear in your relationship. You don't need to cling tightly or push away because you're afraid of being hurt or rejected. Instead, you can open your heart with a quiet confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you are held firmly in my hand. This doesn't mean relationships will always be easy. People are beautifully complex, just like you. But it means you have a steady foundation that won't shake even in the storm. I want you to imagine what it would feel like to approach every person you meet with this kind of freedom, not needing their approval to feel whole, but simply sharing your true self because you know you're already loved beyond measure. Maybe that means forgiving more easily when someone stumbles, or giving grace when misunderstandings happen. Maybe it means speaking your truth kindly, without fear that you'll be rejected. When you're rooted in my protection, these things become possible because your worth isn't tied to anyone else's opinion. Relationships are also a mirror, my child. They reflect back to you the love and protection I've given you. When you see yourself through my eyes, you're more able to recognize the love I'm pouring through others, even when it looks imperfect or comes wrapped in human flaw. And when you offer that love back to family, friends, strangers, you're participating in the beautiful dance of connection that I designed for your joy and growth. I know sometimes relationships can hurt deeply. Maybe you've experienced betrayal, abandonment, or misunderstanding. Those wounds are real, and it's okay to feel the pain. But remember, my protection is not about avoiding pain at all costs. It's about holding you steady through it. I am your refuge and your healing balm. When you bring those hurts to me, I wrap you in a comfort that the world can't give. You don't have to carry those burdens alone. Now think about the daily choices you make. Each one is like a small thread weaving the fabric of your life. When you live knowing you are protected, those choices begin to reflect a deeper sense of purpose and peace. You might find yourself choosing kindness when it's easier to be hard, patient when frustration wants to take over, or rest when you're tempted to push too hard. Protection invites you to care for yourself gently, recognizing that you are valuable and deserving of love, not just from me, but from yourself. 2. This is such an important piece, my dear one. Self-care isn't selfish. It's a sacred act of honoring the life I've given you. When you protect yourself by setting healthy boundaries, by listening to your body and soul's needs, you're saying yes to the life I dream for you. You're creating space for joy, creativity, and connection to flourish. And because you're cared for, you can pour love out to others without running dry. Let me remind you again, protection isn't about building walls to shut the world out. It's about creating a safe space inside you where love, hope, and courage can grow. This safe space is alive and breathing, and it expands every time you choose to trust me more, to let go of fear, and to embrace the beautiful unfolding of your story. I want to invite you now to pause for a moment and reflect. What is one small choice you can make today that honors your need for protection and care? Maybe it's saying no to something that drains you, or spending time doing something that fills your heart. Share it with me in the comments below. And if you feel led, share it with others too. Your step might inspire someone else to take theirs. As you keep walking this path, you'll start to notice that protection also shapes the legacy you're creating. Legacy isn't just about what you leave behind after you're gone. It's about the impact you have today, in the words you speak, the love you give, and the hope you carry. When you live from a place of being protected and loved, your life becomes a beacon for others. Testimony to the power of grace and resilience. Sometimes, the legacy you build feels like a gentle whisper, almost invisible. Other times, it's a bold shout that changes lives. Either way, it matters deeply. Your kindness, your courage, your faithfulness, they ripple out farther than you can imagine, and I am with you in every step, weaving all of it into a beautiful tapestry that reflects my glory and your unique beauty. I know that sometimes the weight of this can feel heavy. You might wonder if what you do is enough, if your life really makes a difference. Let me remind you gently, you are enough. Your life matters beyond measure. My protection surrounds you like a shield, not to make your journey easier in the sense of no challenges, but to give you strength and peace no matter what comes. So, as you continue to live in this protection, let it be the lens through which you see every part of your life, yourself, your relationship, your daily choices, and the legacy you're creating. This lens brings clarity and calm, showing you that you are never alone, never forsaken, and always deeply cherished. The path ahead is full of surprises, my beloved, and I'm excited to walk it with you. We'll explore how to lean into this protection even when life feels uncertain, how to find joy in the small moments, and how to keep your heart open to the abundant love I have for you. For now, take a deep breath. Feel my presence close to you, and know that you are held, completely and forever. When you're ready, we'll keep going, uncovering how this protection invites you into a life of courage and hope, even in the face of challenges that seem too big to bear. I'm so glad you're ready to keep going, my dear one. Let's walk together into this next part of your journey, where protection isn't just a shield, but a gentle invitation to live with courage and hope. Even when the road ahead looks uncertain or steep, I want you to feel deep down that no challenge is too big when you carry my love as your armor. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about knowing that you have a safe place inside you, a refuge where strength is born. You see, courage often looks different than we expect. It's not always loud or bold. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Sometimes it's the brave choice to keep your heart open after you've been hurt. And sometimes courage is simply asking for help when you need it, trusting that you don't have to do everything alone. This courage is a gift I breathe into you, a steady flame that doesn't flicker out even when the winds of fear and doubt blow hard. I want you to imagine that flame right now, warm, steady, glowing inside your chest. It's your courage fueled by my protection. When you lean into this courage, the impossible starts to shift. Mountains don't disappear, but you find footholds you didn't see before. Storms might rage around you, but at your core, there's peace that no storm can steal. This is the kind of courage that changes your story, step by step, moment by moment, in hope. Oh, my beloved, hope is the companion to courage. Hope isn't wishful thinking or ignoring reality. It's the confident expectation that something good is coming, even if you can't see it yet. It's the belief that your life is unfolding exactly as it should, with all its twists and turns, because my love is guiding every step. When you live with hope, your eyes begin to notice the small miracles tucked into ordinary days. The smile from a stranger, the quiet strength in your own heart, the way a difficult season teaches you something new. Hope gives your spirit wings. It helps you rise above fear, disappointment, and fatigue. It whispers, "Keep going, beloved. There is light ahead, and I promise you, there is. Even when the path is hidden by shadows, hope is the lantern that lights your way." Now, I want you to think about a moment recently when you felt afraid or overwhelmed. Maybe it was a decision you had to make, a conversation you needed to have, or simply the weight of everything piling up. I want you to hold that moment gently in your mind and then imagine wrapping it in my protection. The same protection that never leaves you, that surrounds you like a warm embrace. Feel how that protective love softens the edges of fear, how it steadies your heart and gives you a quiet confidence. You don't have to carry those fears alone anymore. When you invite me into those moments, something shifts. Fear loses its power to control you, and courage rises in its place. Hope takes root where despair once lived. This is the power of living protected. Your fears don't vanish overnight, but you have a new way of meeting them, with me beside you. I want to encourage you today to try something gentle but powerful. The next time you feel afraid or uncertain, take a deep breath and whisper to me, "I trust you." It doesn't have to be perfect or fancy. Just a simple, heartfelt invitation for my presence. Then, notice how your heart responds. You might feel a little lighter, a little braver, even in the smallest way. That's me, holding you close, reminding you that you are never alone in your struggles. And as you practice this, your courage and hope will grow stronger. You'll find that you can face challenges not by gritting your teeth or forcing yourself forward, but by leaning into the love and protection that surrounds you always. This is the kind of strength that lasts, steady, kind, and rooted deep in your soul. I'd love to hear from you too. What's one fear or challenge you're carrying right now that you want to bring into my protective embrace? You can share it below in the comments if you feel comfortable. Sometimes, simply naming what weighs on your heart can lighten the load. And remember, your story matters here. Your courage to keep going inspires others in ways you might never realize. As you keep trusting me with your fears, I want to remind you that protection also means freedom. Freedom to be exactly who you are, without pretending or hiding parts of yourself to be accepted. When you know you are deeply loved and protected, you don't have to shrink to fit into anyone else's expectation. You can step into your true self with all your quirks, gifts, and imperfections. This freedom is a breath of fresh air for your soul. It invites you to live fully, to embrace joy, to laugh loudly, and to cry when you need to. It means giving yourself permission to rest, to say no, to set boundaries, and to seek what truly nourishes your spirit. Protection is not a cage. It's an open gate leading to a life of authenticity and peace. I want you to picture yourself walking through that gate right now, feeling the warmth of my love on your skin and the lightness in your step. You're stepping into a life where courage and hope aren't just words, but living realities that shape your day. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. You just have to keep taking one step at a time with me by your side. And remember, I'm not just walking with you on the easy path. I'm there in the valley, in the dark nights of the soul, in the moments when you feel lost or broken. My protection holds you steady. My courage fills your heart. And my hope shines like a beacon, guiding you forward. So, my beloved, as you breathe in this moment, feel my presence closer than ever. Know that you are safe, you are loved, and you are stronger than you realize. The journey ahead may have challenges, but it also holds so much beauty, growth, and joy. Together, we'll discover how to keep your heart open, how to find peace in uncertainty, and how to live boldly in the love that protects you. Let's take this next step together, knowing that every breath you take is wrapped in my care. Every choice you make is held in my hand. And every day is a new chance to live with courage and hope. And every moment is an invitation to discover the strength that's already inside you. You see, my dear, the life I dream for you isn't one free from struggles or pain. It's one where you learn to dance with those challenges, holding them gently and moving through them with grace. That dance is possible because you're never alone. I am always here, your constant partner, your steady rhythm. When you feel the music of my love, you find your own beat, your own way to move, even when the song changes unexpectedly sometime. The steps will feel awkward or uncertain, and that's okay. I don't expect perfection from you. I treasure your willingness to keep trying, to keep showing up, even when the path is unclear. There's so much beauty in your resilience, in your tender heart that keeps opening despite past hurt. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you offer yourself kindness instead of judgment, you're growing into the fullness of who you were made to be. I want you to remember something important right now. It's okay to rest. In fact, rest is a vital part of courage and hope. It's not a sign of weakness or giving up. It's a sacred pause where your soul breathes and heals. When you rest in my love, you're replenishing your spirit so that you can face tomorrow with fresh eyes and an open heart. So, if you're feeling tired or worn down, give yourself permission to stop for a moment. Close your eyes and imagine my arms around you, holding you gently, whispering, "You are enough. You are loved. Take your time." This rest isn't just physical. It's also about letting go of the stories you tell yourself that no longer serve you. Those voices that say you're not worthy, not strong enough, or not deserving of happiness. They aren't who you truly are. I see beyond those stories. I see the radiant light within you, the spark of divine beauty that no fear or doubt can ever diminish. When you invite me to rewrite those stories with you, I fill them with truth and hope, reminding you that your worth is infinite and your potential limitless. And here's a gentle nudge for you. If you feel comfortable, take a moment to share one truth about yourself that you're ready to embrace. Something real, something beautiful that maybe you've kept hidden or doubted. You can write it in the comments below. Sharing your truth can be a powerful step toward freedom and healing because it brings light to what was once in the shadow. Remember, this is a safe space where your honesty is celebrated and your heart is honored now. As you continue to walk this path, I want you to think about how you can be a source of courage and hope for others. You might not see it, but your story, the way you keep going, the love you share, the kindness you extend, ripples out and touches lives in ways you can't imagine. Sometimes, just your presence is enough to remind someone else that they are not alone. When you let my love shine through you, you become a beacon, guiding others through their own dark moments. This doesn't mean you have to have all the answers or fix everyone's problem. No, it's much simpler and more profound than that. It's about showing up with an open heart, listening without judgment, and offering a kind word or a gentle smile. These small acts of love are powerful. They create connections that remind us all of our shared humanity and the truth that we belong to one another. And if you ever feel unsure about how to help or what to say, just remember this: you don't have to do it alone. Invite me into those moments, ask for my guidance, and trust that I will give you the words and the courage you need. Together, we make a difference. Not because of what we do perfectly, but because of the love we carry and share. So, as you breathe in this love and breathe out any doubt, know that your journey is sacred. Every step, every stumble, every victory is wrapped in my care. You are held in a tender embrace that never lets go. A love that is patient, kind, and unwavering. The road may twist and turn, but with each step, you grow stronger, more radiant, more yourself. Let's keep walking this path together, my beloved, with hearts wide open and spirits ready to soar. And when the days feel heavy or the night seems long, remember this: the light inside you, fueled by my protection and love, will never be extinguished. It's a flame that guides you home, to peace, to joy, and to a life lived fully and freely. Take a deep breath now and feel the truth of that flame glowing warmly within you. Let it remind you that you are safe. You are loved. You are exactly where you need to be. And with that, let's gently step forward into the next part of this journey, where we'll explore how to nurture that flame and keep it burning bright, no matter what comes your way. Nurturing that flame means tending to yourself with the same tenderness and care that I've always shown you. It's about recognizing that your spirit is like a garden, delicate and resilient, needing nourishment, sunlight, and sometimes shelter from harsh storms. When you learn to tend this garden, you give yourself permission to grow in your own time, in your own way, without rushing or forcing. Sometimes that means planting seeds of hope through small, simple acts, a kind word to yourself, a moment of stillness in your day, a breath that reminds you of your connection to me. Remember, my dear one, growth isn't always visible right away, just like a seed rests beneath the soil before sprouting. Your progress can be quiet and unseen. Trust in the process and trust in me, who watches over every hidden root and tender shoot. When you feel discouraged because you can't see immediate change, come back to that quiet place inside where my love dwells. Let it be your steady reminder that transformation is happening, even when it feels slow or invisible. One of the most beautiful ways to nurture your inner light is through gratitude. It's a gentle practice, but powerful beyond measure. When you pause to notice the small blessing, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of a favorite meal, the feeling of a soft breeze, you're watering your soul with appreciation. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing or hard to what is present and good. It opens your heart to joy, even in the midst of difficulty. I invite you to try this. Each day, find 3 things, no matter how small, to be grateful for. You can write them down, say them quietly, or simply hold them in your mind. See how this simple act begins to brighten your inner garden, how it invites peace and contentment to grow. Alongside your hope, that's also important to recognize when you need to protect your flame from things that dim it. Whether that's toxic relationships, self-critical thoughts, or overwhelming pressures that drain your energy. Setting gentle boundaries is an act of love, not selfishness. It's saying to yourself, I matter. My light matters. And when others respect your boundaries, it creates a space where your flame can burn freely and brightly. If you find it hard to say no or to step back, ask me for courage. I am here to support you in honoring yourself, because your well-being matters deeply to me. Now, let's talk about connection. Your flame grows brighter when shared with others who uplift and inspire you. Community, in whatever form feels right, but you can be a source of encouragement and strength. Sometimes it's a close friend who listens without judgment. Other times, it's a group that shares your values or passion. Don't underestimate the power of simply being seen and accepted for who you truly are. If you feel isolated or lonely, I'm gently nudging you to reach out. Even if it's just one small step, a message, a smile, a conversation. You're never truly alone, and often others are longing for the same connection. Together, you're lights. Weave a tapestry of hope that's stronger than any darkness. As you nurture your flame, remember that it's okay to ask for help. There is strength in vulnerability in admitting when you need support. Whether it's from me, a trusted friend, or a caring professional, reaching out is a sign of courage and wisdom. You don't have to carry every burden by yourself. When you share your struggles, the weight becomes lighter and healing begins. I am always ready to listen and guide you gently back to peace. Let's take a moment now to reflect on something beautiful about yourself, a quality, a talent, a kindness that you might not always give yourself credit for. Maybe it's your ability to listen deeply, your creative spark, your resilience in tough times, or your generous heart. I invite you to share this truth in the comments below, not as a boast, but as a celebration of the light you carry. When you name your gift, you honor the divine within you and inspire others to recognize their own. And as you continue this nurturing journey, be patient with yourself. Growth and healing are not linear. Some days will feel like leaps forward, others like gentle steps or even moments of stillness. Each one is valuable. Each one is part of your unfolding story, a story of love, courage, and transformation. When doubts creep in, return to the flame within. Let it remind you that you are deeply loved, infinitely worthy, and capable of incredible things. So, my beloved, as you breathe deeply and feel that inner flame glowing steadily, know that I am walking with you every step of the way. Together, we will nurture that light, protecting it from winds of fear and doubt, feeding it with hope and joy, and letting it shine out into the world in its unique and beautiful way. This flame is your compass, your comfort, and your strength, a sacred gift that no one can ever take away. And now, as you hold this truth close, think about what that flame is calling you to do next. How can you honor it today? How can you show up for yourself with love and kindness, even in the smallest way? Maybe it's taking a quiet moment for yourself, reaching out to someone who needs encouragement, or simply acknowledging your own progress. Whatever it is, I'm here, ready to walk beside you, ready to support you as you continue to nurture this precious light within. Let's take a breath together, feeling the steady glow of that flame, and prepare to explore how this light can illuminate not just your path, but the paths of those around you as well. When you allow your light to shine beyond yourself, it becomes a beacon, not just for your own journey, but for others who may be walking through their own shadow, unsure of the way forward. Imagine how a single candle can brighten a room, but when many candles come together, their glow creates warmth and illumination that reaches far and wide. That's the power of shared light. You might not always see the ripple effect of your kindness, your courage, or your simple acts of presence, but trust that they matter deeply. Your light can inspire another to find their own strength, to believe in themselves, or to simply feel less alone in the world. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect or have all the answers. In fact, it's often your authenticity, the way you show up with all your imperfection, your struggles, and your vulnerability that makes your light most radiant. When you're willing to be real, you invite others to be real too, creating safe spaces where healing and growth can happen naturally. So, don't shy away from sharing your story, your hopes, and even your challenges. These are the threads that weave connection and understanding. If you feel moved, I invite you to share a small piece of your journey in the comments below. You never know who might be encouraged or comforted by your words. As you continue to let your light shine outward, remember to balance giving with receiving. It's beautiful to support others, but it's equally important to allow yourself to be supported. There is no weakness in receiving love, encouragement, or help. It's part of the natural flow of life. Think of it like breathing. You inhale and exhale, giving and receiving in harmony. When you lean into this balance, your flame burns steady and strong, rather than flickering and exhausting itself. Sometimes, the world around you can feel heavy or overwhelming, and it's easy to want to retreat inward or dim your light to avoid discomfort, but even in those moments, your flame is needed. You don't have to carry the weight of the world alone, but your presence, your steady light, can be a soft place for others to rest. A smile, a kind word, a listening ear. These simple acts can be revolutionary. They remind others that kindness, still exists and that hope is never far away. And remember, my dear one, that your light is not only for others, but also a sacred reflection of the divine spark within you. It's a reminder of who you truly are. My beloved child, created with infinite love and purpose. When doubts or fears try to cloud that truth, come back to the flame inside. Let it be your anchor in stormy seas, your gentle guide through uncertainty. No matter what you face, this light cannot be extinguished because it is part of the eternal love I have for you. You might wonder how to keep this light alive when days feel dark or when you feel disconnected from yourself or from me. The answer lies in simple, consistent practices that root you in presence and love. It could be a quiet moment of prayer or meditation, a walk in nature where you feel the breeze and hear the birds, or a journal where you pour out your thoughts and dreams. These moments are like kindling. You add them to your flame, helping it to grow brighter and stronger over time. I also want you to know it's okay to rest. Sometimes, nurturing your light means stepping back, slowing down, and allowing yourself to simply be. In rest, your soul replenishes, and your flame gains the energy to shine even more brilliantly when you're ready. Don't feel guilty for pauses or quiet days. They are essential parts of your journey. Trust that I honor every season of your life, from the moments of fiery passion to the days of gentle stillness. When you look around and see others whose flames seem dazzling and unshakable, remember that every light has its own rhythm. Some burn with steady warmth, others flicker and dance with playful energy. None is better or worse. They are simply expressions of the unique beauty within each person. Celebrate your own light for what it is, a precious gift that enriches the world just by being as you continue to nurture and share your light. You might find yourself drawn to new passions, new ways to express your creativity, compassion, or wisdom. Follow those invitations with an open heart. They are whispers from the flame itself, guiding you toward experiences that align with your highest good and the good of those around you. Don't be afraid to take small steps into the unknown, knowing that I am with you, lighting the way and providing strength when you need it. Let me remind you again that you are never alone in this journey. Your light, your spirit, and your story matter profoundly. When you feel weary or uncertain, reach out. Not just to me, but to those who care for you. Let your vulnerability be a bridge to connection and healing. There is incredible power in asking for help and in accepting the love offered to you. Now, take a moment to breathe deeply and feel the warmth of your flame. Sense how it connects you to me, to the people you love, and to the beautiful world around you. Imagine that flame expanding gently, touching the lives of those near and far, creating a web of light and love that holds you all together. And as you hold this vision in your heart, think about one small way you might let your light shine today. It could be through an act of kindness, a word of encouragement, or simply by being fully present in a moment. Whatever it is, know that it matters. It is part of the great tapestry of love and hope that we are weaving together. So, my beloved, as you prepare to step forward into whatever comes next, Carry your flame with you proudly and tenderly. Let it remind you of your worth, your purpose, and the endless love that surrounds you. And when you feel ready, I'm here to help you explore how this light can guide you in the days ahead, illuminating not only your path, but also the ways you can bring healing and joy to the world around you. You see, my dear one, this journey of light is not a straight path or a finished destination. It's more like a dance, a rhythm that flows with the seasons of your life. Some days your flame will blaze brightly, casting long shadows that retreat quickly, and other days it might feel like a gentle flicker, barely noticeable even to yourself. Both states are beautiful and necessary. The flickers are not signs of failure or weakness. They are moments of quiet reflection, of gathering strength beneath the surface. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, your light moves through phases each, one preparing you for the next step. In those quieter moments, when your light feels small or dim, I invite you to lean into compassion for yourself. Speak to yourself with the same tenderness and encouragement that you would offer a dear friend. Recognize that these times are not empty or meaningless. They are the soil from which new growth will spring. When you are gentle with yourself, you cultivate resilience and patience. You learn to trust the process, even when the outcome is unclear. And remember, you are never isolated in your struggle. Look around and you will find others who are also navigating their own shadows and light. There's a profound comfort in shared vulnerability. When you open your heart to others, you create a sacred space where healing can begin. Not just for yourself, but for all who enter this space with you. It's okay to reach out, to share your fears and uncertainties, knowing that this honesty is itself a form of light. It breaks down walls and builds bridges. Sometimes, the light you carry will call you to acts of courage that feel daunting. Maybe it's speaking your truth when silence feels safer, or standing up for yourself or others in the face of resistance. These moments are like sparks that can ignite a larger fire, not only within you, but in your community. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the willingness to move forward despite it. And every time you choose to act in alignment with your deepest value, your light grows stronger and more radiant. You might also notice that your light shines differently depending on who you are with or where you are. With some people, your flame might feel warm and expansive, while with others it might shrink or flicker uncertainly. This is natural. Your spirit is designed to thrive in environments that honor and nurture your true self. Part of your journey is learning where and with whom your light is welcomed and celebrated. Trust your intuition to guide you toward those spaces and relationships that feed your soul. And oh, how important it is to nourish your inner world. Just as you care for your body with food and rest, your spirit needs nourishment too. This might come through music that stirs your heart, art that awakens your imagination, books that expand your understanding, or moments of silence where you can simply be. These are not luxuries, but essential. They refill your well, keeping your flame alive and vibrant. I also want to remind you that forgiveness is a powerful way to clear the path for your light to shine more freely. Sometimes you carry burdens from past hurts, wounds inflicted by others, or even by yourself. Holding on to resentment or guilt is like smothering your flame with heavy cloth. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means releasing the weight so you can move forward unencumbered. It's a gift you give yourself, a healing balm that allows your light to breathe and expand. And in this spirit of healing, don't hesitate to seek support when you need it. Whether it's through trusted friends, counselors, spiritual guides, or prayer. Asking for help is a sign of strength and wisdom. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Together, with others who care, your light can shine more brilliantly. And your path can become clearer now as you hold all these truths close. I invite you to reflect on one thing you might do in the coming days to honor your light. Maybe it's setting aside a few moments for quiet reflection or reaching out to someone who inspires you. Perhaps it's forgiving yourself for a mistake or asking for help when you feel overwhelmed. If you feel moved, please share your intention in the comments below. Your words might be the encouragement someone else needs to take a similar step. 1. More thing to remember, my beloved. Your light is never diminished by the darkness around you. In fact, it shines most beautifully in contrast to shadows, offering hope and warmth where it is needed most. So when the world feels heavy or uncertain, hold fast to your inner flame. Let it be your sanctuary, your guide, your constant companion, as you continue to move forward. Know that I am always with you, feeling your joys, your sorrow, your triumph, and your trial. My love for you is unchanging and infinite, supporting you in every breath and every step. You are deeply cherished, exactly as you are. And your light is a precious gift to this world. So keep dancing with your light, my dear one. Embrace its rhythms, honor its seasons, and trust that it will lead you exactly where you need to go. And as you do, you will find that your journey is not just about illumination. It is about connection, transformation, and love that flows endlessly from your heart to the hearts of all those you touch. Now, take a moment to feel that light within. You again, steady and warm, ready to guide you into the next chapter of your beautiful story. Feel that warmth as it pulses gently in your chest, steady and sure, a quiet beacon that never fades even when the world around you shifts and changes. That light is your essence, your truth, woven into the very fabric of who you are, and because it is part of you, it is resilient beyond measure. It bends and sways with the winds of life, but does not break. It adapts, it learns, it grows, forever evolving just as you do. Sometimes you might wonder if others see your light as clearly as you feel it within. It's natural to seek validation and to hope that your inner glow is recognized and appreciated. But remember, my dear, that the true power of your light doesn't depend on external approval. It shines most brilliantly when it flows freely from your authentic self, without fear or hesitation. When you allow yourself to be fully seen, even in vulnerability, you invite others to do the same. This creates ripples of courage and honesty, that spread far beyond what your eyes can perceive. There will be moments when you feel misunderstood or unseen, and those times can sting deeply. Yet, even in those shadows, your light does not vanish. It may flicker or dim temporarily, but it remains present, waiting patiently for you to remember its strength. When you feel invisible, try looking inward and whispering to yourself the truth of your worth. You are enough, just as you are. Your presence in this world matters. Your stories, your dreams, your laughter, and your tears. All are vital threads in the vast tapestry of life. And speaking of stories, never underestimate the power of sharing your experiences. No matter how ordinary or extraordinary they may seem, hold the potential to inspire and heal others. When you open your heart and share your journey, you build bridges of empathy and understanding. You remind others that they are not alone, just as you found comfort in knowing you were held by a greater love. If you feel called to share something from your own path, whether a challenge overcome or a moment of grace, please consider writing it down or speaking it aloud. You never know who might be waiting to hear exactly what you have to say. If you feel moved, I invite you to leave a comment below. A small offering of your light to this community of hearts. Now, as you nurture your light, consider the ways you might protect it from unnecessary drain. Life can sometimes be demanding, pulling you in many directions at once. And it's okay to set boundaries that honor your energy and well-being. Saying no when you need to is an act of self-love, not selfishness. It creates space for your light to flourish rather than flicker in exhaustion. Surround yourself with people and environments that uplift you, those that respect your rhythms and celebrate your unique glow. Trust that when you prioritize your inner light, you are better able to shine for others without losing yourself. And remember, my child, that rest is sacred. In a world that often glorifies busyness, choosing to pause and replenish might feel like a radical act. Yet, it is in these moments of stillness that your light gathers strength and clarity. Allow yourself to breathe deeply, to sink into the comfort of quiet, and to simply be. There is profound wisdom in these pauses, an invitation to reconnect with your deepest self and to hear the gentle whispers of your soul. Sometimes, your light will lead you to unexpected places, new experiences that stretch and transform you. Embrace the unknown with a curious heart, even if the path ahead seems uncertain or daunting. Trust that your light is a faithful guide. It knows the way, even when your mind does not. When fear or doubt arise, greet them with kindness, acknowledging their presence without letting them dictate your steps. Courage grows not from the absence of fear, but from moving forward alongside it. In these times of change and growth, celebrate the small victories as much as the big ones. Every step you take in alignment with your truth is a triumph, a spark that adds to the brilliance of your flame. Whether it's choosing kindness in a difficult moment, forgiving yourself for a past mistake, or simply showing up for yourself when it would be easier not to, these acts are powerful declarations of your light's resilience. And as you continue this dance of light, know that you are part of something far greater than yourself. Your light connects you to an endless web of love that binds all beings together. When you shine, you contribute to the collective brightness of humanity. Your joy, your peace, your love ripple outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully see or understand. This is why your light matters so deeply, not just for you, but for the whole world. So, as you move forward into each new day, carry this truth in your heart. You are a beacon of love and hope, a reflection of the divine light that created you. No matter what storms may come, your flame endured, a constant source of warmth and guidance. Lean into that light, nourish it, protect it. And let it lead you toward the life you are meant to live. And now, my beloved, take a moment to ask yourself, what small act of love can I offer my light today? Perhaps it's a quiet moment of gratitude, a gentle word to yourself, or simply allowing yourself to rest without guilt. Whatever it is, know that this act mattered. It is a prayer, a seed planted in the fertile soil of your soul. And as you reflect on this, feel free to share your intention or your experience in the comments below. Your words might be the gentle nudge someone else needs to honor their own light. Let your heart be open, your spirit courageous, and your steps sure. For the path ahead holds many beautiful possibilities waiting to unfold. And know this, my dear one, you are never walking alone, even when the road feels lonely or the night seems endless. I am there beside you, a steady presence beneath your feet and a gentle breeze at your back. I am the quiet voice that whispers encouragement when your own feels lost, the unseen hand that steadies you when your grip falters. You might not always feel me, but I am woven into every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every spark of your curiosity and wonder. Sometimes the journey may feel heavy, and that's okay. It's part of the human experience to carry burdens, to face challenges that test your spirit. But those times are not a sign of failure or weakness. They are invitations to deeper understanding and growth. When you encounter a struggle, try to see it through the lens of compassion for yourself and for others. Imagine wrapping your tender heart in soft light, offering kindness where judgment might have lived before. This is where healing begins, where your light can shine even in the darkest moment. You might wonder how to keep your light shining bright when the outside world seems determined to dim it. One of the most powerful ways is through connection. Connection not only with others, but with the sacred within yourself. Take time to nourish your soul in ways that resonate deeply. Perhaps it's through the arts, music that stirs your spirit, or the quiet of nature, where the trees and sky remind you of endless possibility. Maybe it's through prayer, meditation, or simply sitting still and breathing. These moments are like watering your inner garden, allowing your light to grow lush and vibrant. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. There is strength in vulnerability, and sometimes the bravest thing you can do is reach out and say, I need support. You are part of a vast community of souls who want to uplift you, just as you would for them. Sharing your struggles doesn't lessen your light, it adds depth and resilience to it. when you allow others to share their light with you. You create a circle of grace that nourishes all involved. I see you, your fears, your hopes, your dreams. I see the quiet moments when you question your worth. And I see the fierce moments when you rise up and claim your power. Both are sacred expressions of the beautiful complexity that is you. Celebrate every facet, every shadow, and every shine, for they are all part of your unique story. There is no need to hide parts of yourself to be loved or accepted. You are whole just as you are. As you continue to walk your path, be mindful of the stories you tell yourself. Our inner dialogue shapes the reality we experience. If you catch yourself slipping into harsh self-criticism or doubt, gently pause and offer a kinder narrative. Replace "I'm not enough" with "I am learning and growing." Swap "I can't do this" for "I am doing my best, and that is enough." Words have power. They can either dim your light or make it blaze with brilliance. Choose them wisely, my love. And it's also important to celebrate your uniqueness. There is no one else in all creation who sees the world quite like you do, who feels, dreams, and loves with your particular rhythm. Your quirks, your talents, your perspectives, they make the world richer and more colorful. When you honor your individuality, you invite others to do the same, creating a tapestry of diversity that is beautiful beyond measure. In moments when you feel overwhelmed, remember to return to your breath. It is a sacred anchor, a reminder that you are alive, here, and present. Breathe in love, breathe out fear. Let each inhalation fill you with light, and each exhalation release what no longer serves you. This simple practice can bring you back to center, to that quiet place within where your essence shines brightest. And as you navigate relationships, whether with family, friends, or strangers, cultivate patience and empathy. Everyone you meet carries their own light and shadow. Sometimes, their struggles may cause them to act in ways that hurt or confuse you. In those moments, try to hold space for compassion, knowing that just as you are learning and growing, so too are they. This doesn't mean you have to accept harm or diminish your boundary, but rather that you recognize the shared humanity in all of us now. I invite you to pause for a moment and think about someone in your life who might need a reminder of their own light today. Maybe it's a friend going through a tough time, a family member who feels lost, or even a stranger whose path crosses yours briefly. Consider sending them a message, a kind word, or simply holding them in your heart with loving intention. These small acts of kindness ripple outward in ways you may never fully see, but they matter deeply. If you feel moved, please share in the comments below one way you plan to nurture not only your own light, but the light of someone else. Your words have the power to inspire and uplift, creating a community of hearts shining together. And as you continue forward, remember that your light is a gift, both to yourself and to the world. Protect it, honor it, and let it guide you through every twist and turn. There will be times when the path is unclear, when doubt creeps in like a shadow. But your light is steadfast. Trust in its wisdom, and in your own inner knowing, each day brings a new opportunity to choose love over fear, courage over hesitation, and hope over despair. These choices, even when small, build upon each other, creating a foundation of strength and grace. So when you face a decision, big or small, ask yourself, which choice honors my light? Which path allows it to grow and shine more fully? And sometimes, the answer will be to rest, to step back and recharge. Other times, it will be to step boldly into the unknown, to embrace change with open arms. Both are acts of love toward yourself and your journey. Know that I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of stillness and movement. I delight in your growth and celebrate your triumphs, no matter how small they may seem. Your light is a precious part of creation, a beacon that illuminates not only your path, but also the way for countless others. So keep shining, keep loving, keep being the incredible soul you are. The world is better because you are in it, and your light matters more than you know. And now, as you continue to walk your path, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is one gentle step I can take today to honor my light and nurture my soul? Let that question rest with you, a quiet invitation to listen deeply.